Hi, I'm Todd Seisner with In Fisherman. I'd like to welcome you back to the ICAST New Fishing Gear Guide, a sneak peek at some of the new fishing tackle and products that will be hitting the market in the coming months. We're joined now by professional angler Cody Meyer, who competes on the Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour. Cody hails from California, so I think he's the perfect person to talk with about one option in the Daiwa Tatula series of bass rods. Cody, I think you're going to agree with me when I say that you can't really talk about bass fishing in California without mentioning swim baits. From smaller profile baits up to ones that literally the size of your forearm, swim bait fishing is such an effective technique out west. And it appears Daiwa has come up with one great option for anglers who enjoy that style of fishing.
So it's a Tatula Elite swim bait rod. It was actually designed by Ish Monroe. And what is special about this rod, it's an 8-foot rod that's extra heavy. You know, it's a swim bait rod that can really handle the load on some of these really big swim baits. I mean, in the past and currently in the Tatula lineup, we have rods for those smaller paddle tail style swim baits, but nothing for those really big, huge California swim baits. So that's what this rod is really made for. Again, it's an 8-foot Daiwa Tatula Elite rod. Fuji Alkanite guides on there, and it's meant to handle those big Huddlestons of the world, big glide baits, that 10, 12-ounce swim bait, which before now we lacked in that department for that rod. So, that's a really big deal. Ish is taking it out, catching huge halibut off the California coast with it. But for me personally, it's those really big swim baits. And to effectively throw those swim baits, obviously you have to have the right equipment. But that rod is so key because, when you get those 10-ounce swim baits, are very common here. Mm-hmm. California, when you go to make the right cast, if the rod is not set up for that, you're going to snap the rod. When you do get that bite, you're not going to drive the hook home. So this rod was perfectly balanced, designed to efficiently cast those baits, but more importantly, when you hook those fish, to have the power to get those in. So really, really key add to the lineup for the Tatula Elite. And again, it's an 8-foot heavy swim bait rod designed by Ish Monroe.
And I think we've got Blank is constructed with the Nano Plus technology, which I believe makes it lighter, but you're not sacrificing any of the strength that you need when you're pulling baits like that and landing fish just as big or bigger.
The one thing about the whole Tatula Elite lineup, every single rod was designed by anglers for anglers. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to take techniques that guys were really good at, drop shot, whatever it might be, and design that rod. So we designed this rod around that. California, hey, this is where the big swim baits originated from. So this rod was designed out here. Again, perfect rod for the technique. You have the right guides, you have the right size, the right balance, very sensitive, but you have the power. And it's all, new components around there, very, very, thought about through the whole construction process of this rod. Again, I can't stress enough how perfect this is for those swim baits that are the size of your shoe. I mean, absolutely perfect to be able to cast that bait, but, like I say, more importantly, when you get the bite, to be able to handle that big fish, because you're dealing with a huge swim bait, but then you're dealing with really, really big fish that eat those swim baits. So the rod it checks all the boxes.
Cody, give us a sense of the price point on this rod.
This rod's going to come in under $200, that $199 range. Again, for how long that rod is, the construction, the components, really, really good price for the rod.
A man-sized rod for some man-sized baits. Cody Meyer, I appreciate you taking the time to show us the Tatula swim bait rod today. And good fishing to you next time out.
Thank you.